Hey guys, it's January, and as you know, there's really not all that many games that come out in January that are worth reviewing. I will have Tales of Berseria and Resident Evil 7 for you at some point this month once they come out. I'm going to take this time to review a game that I actually didn't get a chance to play last year, and I really regret it. Shantae, the Half-Genie Hero. I'm going to be honest, I know who Shantae is, I've heard of her, but I've never actually played any of her games, and I really regret that now that I've played this one. Shantae is a 2D platformer with the best elements of a Metroidvania game, and you guys know that I love Metroidvania games. They're one of my favorite genres. Shantae is a half-genie. She is also the protector of Scuttletown. One night when she is sleeping, she is awoken by the voice of an entity from the genie realm. She follows this voice into the basement of her uncle's workshop. There she is told of a threat against both her world and the genie realm, and she is the only one that can stop it. Upon waking up the next morning, she goes to her uncle's workshop and is informed that her uncle is working on a thing called the Dynamo. It is something that will protect Scuttletown so that Shantae can just be lazy and have an easy life. That of course doesn't last very long as Risky Boots, one of Shantae's enemies, takes the plans. This propels Shantae into action in order to get them back and save the day while preventing the looming threat behind the scenes. I'm not going to spoil anything from the actual story because I personally liked it. I thought it was great. It was very self-aware and it was very humor. You break the fourth wall quite a bit and it's very, very interesting. I actually enjoyed the story. Being a half-genie, Shantae has various forms that are available to her. There's things like a monkey form, a spider form, an elephant form. They all have various properties and different abilities that they can use. For example, the monkey form can climb walls. He can jump far further than regular Shantae. Your spider form can grapple to the roof and you can walk across the roof like a spider. You have a bat form, you have a harpy form, there's a bunch of different forms, and you also have other dances that you use to heal hearts or warp to different areas of the different levels. These forms also add a lot of different challenges when it comes to the actual platforming. Instead of just being basic platforming, jumping from platform to platform to platform and continuing through the world, you actually have to use your forms in order to traverse them safely. Like you have to use your monkey form to climb this wall and shoot over to this one, or you have to fly across different things, or even your mermaid form that you get at one point. You swim underneath the water so you can get through secret underwater caves. That's not to say I didn't have any issues with the game though. There were two specific things that I just did not really like about the game. One of them was the third world called Tasseltown. I just didn't like it. I found the second part of the level was very time-based and it was almost unfair and I had to retry it a bunch of times because I just took wrong paths and I didn't like it. And then the third part of that area had a bunch of ridiculous platforming that doesn't make sense and enemies that can hit you off screen. You would jump onto another platform, immediately get hit by an enemy from off screen that would take half your heart away. It was really annoying and it's not fun to be hit by an enemy that you can't see. My other issue I had with the game was actually the final boss. I didn't enjoy it. I thought that the boss before the final boss was actually better and that one should have been the final boss. The final boss should have been a mini boss before that one and it would have flowed much better in my opinion. My main issue with the boss was it wasn't fun. The mechanics were alright, but it was a lot about waiting and running and dodging and then waiting and then running and then dodging and then wait. It was boring. I didn't enjoy it. The animation in the game is very well done. I really enjoyed the style and the charm of the game. Shantae herself moves very, very well. Her hair whips great and she looks awesome. I even love the way that she dances when she's at full hearts. I think it's super charming and she's become one of my favorite characters in recent memory. That also brings me to one of my favorite points about this game. I love the soundtrack. It is one of the best soundtracks I have heard in years. I have it queued up in my library and I think it's great. I listen to it all the time and it's easily my favorite part of the game. The game took me about 6.5 hours to get through on my first playthrough. I didn't get everything. I got about 87% of all the items in the game and I look forward to going back and playing the hero mode that it unlocks after, which you start the game with all your main transformations unlocked. That's going to be awesome. They also have plans to release 3 characters for DLC for free that have their own stories and abilities. I won't spoil who they are because they're kind of involved with the story, so you'll know once you play the game. Honestly, had I played this game before I actually did my top games of 2016, this one might have taken a spot on that list. I thought this game was awesome, and I can't believe that I've never played a Shantae game before this. And I will definitely be keeping my eye out for all future installments as well as the DLC that comes out. I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. I look forward to keeping this in my library for months to come and playing it to death. It is awesome. Well, that was my review of Shantae, Half-Genie Hero. If you guys liked it, leave a like, subscribe, share it with a friend, do all that jazz. Thank you all so much for watching. Have yourselves a great day, and I will see you in the next episode. Later.